Hello, everyone. Welcome. We are so excited to be here. Welcome to the Made in New York Animation Project 2024 Summer Program Showcase. My name is Natasha Amendolara, and I'm the Associate Executive Director here at TAP. And before we get started today, I just wanted to offer my huge congratulations to everyone in this space right now on completing the summer program. So give yourself a round of applause. It's a huge accomplishment. And we also really want to thank you. Thank you for spending your summer with us, for showing up, for working hard, and for bringing your creative ideas and your insights and just your general presence to each and every session this summer. We are truly honored that you chose to spend your summer with TAP. I also want to thank the entire TAP team for making this summer program possible, and to all the supporters and friends and family in our audience today for being here to celebrate our amazing summer participants. Thank you, everyone. And now I am delighted to welcome our co-hosts for today's event, Kristen Eckstein and Sahara Sheikh.
Thank you, Natasha. My name is Kristen Eckstein, and I'm a creative arts therapist at TAP and one of your co-hosts for today's webinar.
Hi everyone, good afternoon. I'm Sahara Sheikh, and I'm an animator here at TAP and also your co-host for today. Even though we're set to see our summer program come to an end, we have a really exciting celebration planned for today's webinar. We'll get to hear from members of our team and most importantly, you, our incredible participants, as we reflect on and celebrate the amazing work you've all done over the past 6 weeks.
Yes, thank you all for joining TAP for an incredible and creative summer. We would like to welcome all of our 2024 summer participants along with your friends and family and our partners and collaborators as well. We are excited to have you all in our audience today. But before we get started, let's take a moment to review some Zoom webinar information. This group will operate in webinar format. Attendees will not be able to turn on their video or microphones during the webinar. You were counted in attendance as soon as you logged in. You do not need to follow up with us regarding attendance. If you lose connection, just try to rejoin the webinar as soon as possible. You will still receive your incentive even if you get disconnected from the webinar.
Thank you, Kristen. Now let's begin.
Sounds good. Just like every TAP group, we'd like to start with an opening ritual. And for today's opening, we invite all of our audience members to participate. For today's opening, we invite you to share what energy you are bringing to today's space. And if you click the link in the chat, you can share your response, and Sahara and I can share them with the rest of the group as they come in. So let's see what energy we have with us today in the space. Ooh, I see some coming up. We've got positive, excited energy. What are you seeing, Sahara?
I see comfy. We're all at home right now. So, even though we're at a showcase, I feel like we're all pretty comfortable. Excited. I'm super excited.
I love that there's some fun, happy energy. There's some joy,
Yeah.
there's celebratory energy.
Oh, I see love.
Mm-hmm.
Really awesome.
Yeah, it's spectacular. Oh, is that proud? Oh, I'm so glad that there's a lot of pride in today's
Oh,
room. You should be proud. You just finished your program. And I notice that excited, happy, and positive energy is just getting louder, which means many of you are feeling that way today. Excellent.
and honored. That's amazing.
Yes, honor. Ooh, there's some intrigue. We've got admiration. What
Yes.
else? Oh, there's some demureness.
Yeah. Um, this is all amazing.
Yeah, this is really exciting to see. So many responses coming in. I'm glad that there's some calm energy to balance things out. It's like we've got some black energy. We've got a wonderful
Yeah.
feeling
Oh,
in our,
Huron said Hollywood energy. I love that.
yes, name that into the space as well. I know for myself, I'm feeling I'm feeling a lot of gratitude today for everyone who showed up and made this program possible, particularly you, the participants, for being brave, being creative, and completing a 6-week program and feeling grateful that I got to be a part of it.
Yeah, me too. I kind of agree with you, Kristen, about emphasizing proud. I'm really proud of all of the participants, especially in the red group, but all of the participants as a whole. They worked really, really hard. Were really open to learning, and really helped all of us create really cool projects. So thank you, everybody.
Yes, it's amazing to see these coming in a word cloud. We'll only take a moment or two more if you want to get some more responses in. I saw a new word pop up. We've got serendipity in the space now, and some thrilled emotion.
I see peace,
Peace.
chill.
Some of that self-care coming in, peace and chill.
Yeah, energized. These are all great.
Yeah, just so nice to take it all in as like one big word cloud. Oh, and coming in our chat, we have relief coming in. That's some of the energy we're bringing to this space. Thanks for
Yeah, like
sharing.
we made
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
It's been
we
a
did it.
journey for sure.
Yeah.
I want to thank everyone for submitting your responses. And before we begin, we also have some quick summer program reminders for all of you. So when it comes to incentives, here's a little bit more information. Your card will soon be loaded with the remaining incentives, including any bonus incentives earned. If you have any questions whatsoever related to your incentives, email incentives@theanimationproject.org. We're ready to help you. And as far as TAP goes, there will be a closure. We will be closed from August 16th, so tomorrow, through September 3rd. If you reach out during that time, please expect a response when we reopen on September 3rd.
Okay, thank you for those reminders. And now we are excited to welcome Steph Seifert, TAP's Program Director.
Thank you, Sahara, and hi, everyone. I'm very excited to be here today to celebrate all of you and your work this summer. TAP's goal at the end of the day is to invite each and every one of you to shine, to know that you belong, and to continue to grow and evolve this community. So a huge welcome to all of our participants and their friends and family. And a big shout out to our summer program partners at the New York City Department of Probation and our amazing team of creative arts therapists, animators, and operations supporters who have made this program possible. A lot can happen in 6 weeks. For those of you just tuning in for this celebration, I'm happy to share an overview of all that transpired in the last month and a half. 125 participants across New York City came together to engage in career and creative development. They learned how to create resumes and cover letters. They discovered career pathways in the animation industry, and they created original animated content that will not only make up their personal portfolios, but will also be available on TAP's Giphy channel on Giphy.com, which has millions of views, as well as on our YouTube channel. Participants were also eligible to earn 3 digital badges, which are digital credentials that will support them landing jobs and building their careers. Applying for the job is one of the badges, workplace advocacy, and public speaking. On top of all this, participants were eligible to earn up to $1,200 as incentive for their participation, a first step in their financial wellness and a reminder that their time and work is valuable. Today, we're coming together to celebrate the culmination of this intensive summer program and showcase the incredible work that these participants have been up to and creating. I want to say to all of you, our participants, while the program may be ending today, you are now part of the TAP community for life. Not only are additional programs being offered this fall, we also hope you'll continue networking and remaining active in this community that will always be here to support you. So congratulations on putting in the time and effort to join us this summer.
Thank you, Steph. It's so great to hear all of that. And a main focus of our summer program that you mentioned has been career readiness. We've been exploring different aspects of career readiness in your smaller sessions, and we'd like to take an opportunity to hear from some of our participants about how your experiences in those groups. We're pleased to welcome Anika N. to speak on behalf of the Strengths, Skills, and Development groups, as well as the Professional Growth groups, which were designed to explore personal strengths, areas for improvement, and the building blocks of creating a strong resume and cover letter. Welcome, Anika.
Hi everyone, my name's Anika. Sorry, give me 1 second. I just want to pull up my little old presentation. Okay, so hi. My name's Anika Nawar, and I'm 22 years old. I'm from Queens, New York, but I'm currently living in Buffalo, New York because of school and such. So how I kind of started with this program was one of my close friends in the Bronx, she saw this opportunity and she knows I was an artist, so she kind of encouraged me to join the program, and I'm so glad that I did. So like through these 6 weeks at TAP, I've received so much support and guidance on conducting professionalism and managing mental health in the workplace and outside to maintain like the best version of myself. So something like a little personal that I wanted to share was while attending TAP this summer, I was dealing with some personal tragedies in my life that definitely just like set off my mood, and like even like my like I guess the TAP staff, so like Kristen and Shane and Ara, like they were all kind of made aware of this, and they definitely helped me in various ways just by providing an outlet for me to like speak to them and like just communicate like how I was feeling, and also just like reminding me that it's okay to like not be okay all the time. They had noticed like a shift in like my participation and stuff, but I feel like there was a point where I was kind of quiet for a little bit, but because of their like kind of initiative and their energy, I was able to kind of turn that around for myself and kind of get re-engaged again. So I just want to say like this TAP program, from the mornings with Kristen to the afternoons with Shane and Ara, like their positivity and support, especially in such a dark time, really helped me start my mornings on a light note and made me feel like I had a sense of community when sometimes I didn't. Sorry, I'm gonna go on for a little while. So Blue Group in the morning with Kristen, we would talk a lot about like professionalism and resume building, and something that I thought was emphasized a lot and really important that I don't think we have enough spaces to talk about all the time is like mental health advocacy in the workplace. So it was nice to like be advised and directed that like mental health matters, especially like um since we're young, like we don't always advocate for ourselves in the truest ways. So having those types of conversations was really nice, like seeing that I'm in a group of people who all like care how each other feels and like are willing to acknowledge that as we try to like go on about our work days and create this animation and stuff. So that was really nice. And something that I enjoy that helped me like more, I guess, practically, like in terms of my professionalism, was we would create like profiles and resumes for like favorite characters. Like we did like the Joker and like SpongeBob and Patrick and stuff. And that was fun because it's like sometimes when we're writing resumes about ourselves or even like talking about ourselves, it's kind of hard to like you want to be humble, so you don't want to like kind of toot your own horn too much, but you also like, you know, we tend to not see ourselves in the highest light, and like in the truest light. So doing that exercise and kind of talking about these characters, for me translated into a way where I was like, oh, like maybe I should start with asking maybe my friends what they think about me. Like there's nothing wrong with like getting some like reaffirmation and validation from your peers when you're not feeling so confident in how you kind of like write about yourself. Um, so yeah, that was really definitely a nice practice. Um, and something that I found challenging with the groups on some days were that some days, like obviously we've all been through, we all went through the pandemic, so we all did the whole like online Zoom thing. And I feel like regardless of the pandemic or not, there's a consistent struggle with Zoom where some days no one wants to engage. Even myself, like so like I said, like there were some days where I just didn't want to engage, even if I showed up, which, I'm still proud of us and myself for showing up, but not engaging can kind of be hard sometimes, especially when it's like maybe you want to hear what someone else speak so that you feel comfortable speaking, but then no one's speaking, so that can feel tough. But across the board, from like the morning to the afternoon groups, like the tap staff, specifically Shane, Ara, and Kristen, did a really good job keeping morale up on those tough days. Which really like changed not only like my sessions, but my day surrounding those sessions. Just because like, it's tough. Like it's tough when like you're talking to a group of people and no one's answering and you kind of just have to like giggle it off. Like, and I know we all acknowledge it and have seen it and been there and still stayed quiet while it happened. So yeah, just having them kind of persevere through that inspired me in a lot of ways personally. So thank you to my staff. And I plan to continue advocating for mental health amongst my peers in my community, but also for myself, because I realized through this program that sometimes like um no one really asks you if you're okay or how your day is going. And it was really nice to have someone like actually spend a whole hour, especially like Kristen, like being in California and having the time difference, like really asking us if we're okay. And even like the days I could tell like she just wants someone to talk and no one's talking. um, still keeping her positive attitude is like just super inspiring. So I just want to say thank you so much for all the energy and effort that you've each taken to really like just make sure we're doing our best and that we're doing okay, especially. So yeah, that's that all I have to say.
Thank you so much, Anika. Yeah, definitely round of applause for that. That was so beautiful. Um, I really, really loved what you said about taking those moments to be quiet and then coming back when you're ready and being very vulnerable. I really, really appreciate it. And I'm very proud of you for completing your 6 weeks here. That's amazing. And your cover letter and resume are beautiful. So I can't wait to see what you do in the future. So thank you. Um, Participants have also explored self-care, which Anika talked about. Yeah, you're welcome, Anika. And an important aspect of career readiness, both in and out of the workplace. We are pleased to welcome Nasira to share more about their experience in the workplace self-care groups. But thank you, Nasira. Take it away.
Hello, my name is Nasira Abdul Jalil, and I am a senior in college right now. And I am 20. So I'm getting ready to graduate, and I'm excited about that. So the TAP program was introduced to me by a friend, and I was excited to join after finding out what it's about and what it serves and the things I was going to learn through the program. So through the program, I learned a lot in the group, a lot that I could like could not handle. Like, it was so much information and it helped me so much in different ways. I learned how to write a resume. I learned how to write a cover letter perfectly, and I needed that a lot. I knew I had a resume, but it wasn't polished, and my cover letter skills weren't that great. I also learned about workplace self-care and how to find balance between two things, like being at work and home life, how to find a balance between that. The groups were very exciting and very interactive, and I didn't expect the groups to be so insightful. Like, I learned something new every single day, and every single information that was coming to me was really beautifully said, and like I was able to take that in. And the aspect of the group was the aspect of the group that I was having a struggle with was being able to like participate a lot. Sometimes I'll either step out and go and make dinner or make lunch. I said dinner, make breakfast or lunch and stuff like that. So it was really hard. But because they were so always asking us how we were doing, if we needed a break and if we needed time for ourselves to collect our thoughts, it was very helpful in making me like write paragraphs that I needed to write the information that I needed to give, like, and give it so well, which will help me as well. And I'm proud of the way I grew. Like, I was able to, like, the things I learned so much in this program grew my knowledge. Like, I do, the way they were able to talk to us, like we were like with them. We've been together for so long. We were like, and it was just a month. It felt more than a month. So it was really nice to be able to get that information in and be able to like relay it into my daily life. And for this, I hope that, like, I wanted to be a physician assistant, and being able to be part of this animation project, I'm hoping that I'm able to take the skills that I learned and like pass it on, because I want to work with kids. So like, in a way, I can be able to draw for them or show them how to like really express themselves with me, and like be able to like always check up on them, like the way the way Christina and Cora did for me. They checked up on me all the time and make sure that we were good, and make sure that they had to, like, they were smiling all the time, and that made my energy so beautiful during the space. So about workplace self-care, I learned a lot about workplace self-care, and it entailed a lot. I learned how to manage my stress, how to balance home life and work life, and not like make work my whole entire personality or make work my whole entire way of like living. Being able to like have that balance is very helpful. I learned about how we were able to, like, if you're at work, make sure you take a break. Don't take a break inside the workplace, because that's going to stress you out, because you're always around that same people that's always giving you work. Take a walk sometimes. Sometimes being able to have that balance is very beautiful, and being able to separate that work life and home life makes everything so much more. And with all that being said, the TAP program emphasized being able to be happy and being able to always show a smile regardless of how hard life is, and being able to express yourself as much as possible. So thank you so much for everybody. Thank you so much, Christina and Cora, for allowing me to express myself during that space.
Thank you, Nasira. That was so beautiful. I'm so glad that you found that balance and that growth. And I have no doubt that you will take all of that, including a beautiful smile, into your work as a physician's assistant. We're so happy we had you here today. Going back to our program, one day a week, our animators visited the career readiness groups to talk about career pathways in the animation industry. Hoda Rami, our supervising animator at TAP, will now share a bit about that experience.
Hello, everybody. Happy to be here with you. So everybody knows about a career path. That can we like share? Okay. Can we go to the next slide, please? Okay, so yeah, I wrote it down because I know I'm like getting excited and I forget the word. So whatever I wanted to say is here. I'm so excited to like just walk everyone through what is actually the career pathway purpose in TAP programming for summer. It's a special section that we talk about animation industry, the parts that we have in this course It's exploration through the various aspects of animation, from the opportunities available in the animation industry to creating a standout portfolio and preparing for job applications and interviews. Next, please. So we first start with learning about career opportunities. We explore the diverse roles within the animation industry if you are interested in 2D or 3D. We talked about visual effects and games. We also discussed how each role contributes to storytelling and how you could find your niche. Next, please. We also focus on portfolio curation. We talked about how to create a website, how to showcase your work, which works are best to keep in your portfolio and which work you can skip. And we talked about the quality of the work, and we talked about how to update your profile and always have an updated portfolio. And at the end, we talked about job interviews or LinkedIn profiles, how we can reach to curators and also reach to special people that are linking the talented people in animation to the jobs and that possible jobs and opportunities. And with all of that, I hope that we helped you get to where you want with our career pathway course, and we are so excited to see how your career will pan out. Thank you so much.
Soda, as part of this career readiness curriculum, we were thrilled to offer our summer program participants the opportunity to earn 3 different digital badges: workplace advocacy, applying for the job, and public speaking. These digital badges are valuable micro-credentials that can be displayed on a resume, application, or LinkedIn profile.
And as you can see, we are so proud to announce that we awarded 70 badges in total this summer. Woo! It's broken down into 42 workplace advocacy badges, 21 applying for the job badges, and 7 public speaking badges. Congratulations to everyone that earned the badge.
Yes, congratulations, that's so amazing. So over the past weeks, our production groups have been hard at work learning about the stages of the animation pipeline through the design, development, and creation of their own original GIF animations. We are excited to have participants and facilitator representatives from each of our 5 production groups here to share a little bit about their experience of the process and share their final animated GIFs.
First up, we will play a pre-recorded presentation from Zara, who will share their experience working on the Red Team's animated GIF.
The Sweet Struggle by the Red Team Summer 2024 production group. Our story plays out on a distant planet where humans and monkeys live together, but the relationship isn't exactly equal. The humans bought the monkeys there to serve them, and the monkeys have finally had enough. Deep in their hidden ice cream factory, they're plotting their revenge. The plan they come up with? To sabotage the humans' ice cream, turning them into aliens. The monkeys hope that as aliens, the humans will finally become submissive, letting the monkeys take control of the planet. It's the perfect mix of humor and a twist of the classic power struggle, all wrapped up in an out-of-this-world scenario. Our group decided to create 3 different GIFs to capture our full story. Our first GIF starts with our human character, Xavier, who approaches the ice cream stand ready to order his sweet treat. The monkey Scoops is behind the counter, playing the role of a friendly server but with a hidden plan in mind. Our second GIF focuses on Xavier taking his first bite as the transformation begins, starting with his hand. It's the first sign that something isn't right, hinting at the bigger changes to come. And last but not least, the full transformation unfolds as Xavier turns into an alien in our last GIF. Scoops, now looking over the counter with a devious smirk, watches with satisfaction as his plan succeeds, shifting the balance of power. I hope you enjoy watching our GIFs as much as we enjoyed creating them.
Thank you, Zara. That was amazing. I loved all the images and graphics. Now we get to watch the work of the red team.
The sweet struggle.
Oh, wow. These gifts are amazing. Your
Shout out to the
explanations
red
are,
team.
sorry, what was that?
Yeah, I just
Zahara?
said shout out to the red team.
Yes,
Yeah,
loving
that
taking
was
this
that,
in.
yeah, that was a beautiful explanation, Zara. I loved it. Really great job.
Yeah, the explanation's so helpful to know the story. I mean, each GIF is incredible and beautiful, like on its own, but you really get to like feel the entire arc of the story and the characters. Thank you so, so much, Red Team. Great job. Next up, we will hear from two members of the Orange Team. First, please welcome Rumesa.
Okay, hi guys. My name is Rumaisa. I am a rising senior from the Bronx. And what initially brought me to the TAP summer program was wanting to gain a new skill and learn something new and out of my comfort zone over the summer. Like the last 2 summers, I've just been sitting home doing nothing. So this summer, I wanted to like invest my time properly, and then I came across this amazing program, and I joined, and I actually do not regret joining because I took away so much from it. TAP taught me many things, but one thing that will stick with me truly is the need of fading a balanced work life and social/self-care life. My group, the Orange Group, was amazing. The way we came together daily to create our project, even if our ideas did not always flow along the same path, we could always settle in between. Some challenging aspects was sometimes getting all challenging aspects was sometimes getting to all participate fully in the same activity, since sometimes like the apps we were using would not work on mobile devices, and some people were using their phones, but it will work like on the laptops. But then Danielle and Brooke, yeah, will find like a solution to that, and people would be able to participate through that. One thing I am proud of leaving this program is really seeing our project come to life and seeing how everyone's ideas played a role to this project and like was incorporated into the project. Okay, this image, this was like when we first started sketching our project, or when we first started like getting our main idea onto the paper or whatever. We were like discussing as a group. This is when everybody's idea was kind of like playing a role and everything, because we didn't know what color, like first of all, we came together as a group to decide like the tiny little details that played into our character, like his eye colors. I don't know if you guys could realize, but it's 2 different colors. It's blue and brown, because like people wanted blue eyes, some people wanted brown eyes. So we kind of settled in between with the 2 different eye colors. And then we came together as a group to like choose his skin tone, his shirt color, his pants, like everything. We had like a couple options, and then we would do a poll to kind of like choose what option, like, and then whichever option had the most votes would ultimately like be the option we would use. But then like I really loved how, even though like not every idea or every little detail one person wanted was incorporated, but at the end of the day, like everybody did have a part to play in this project, and everybody's like ideas were heard out and then debated if it should be added or not. So yeah, that's it.
That was amazing, Rumaiza. Thank you so much. Round of applause. It's amazing. I loved how much you enjoyed the experience of creating the character, and it's a really cool character. Awesome design. Okay, so we also have another person from the Orange team. Andres is going to speak about his experience.
Yeah, so this is my orange group presentation. This is my experience in the summer 2024 TAP program. My name is Andres Colon. I'm 16 in the 11th grade and I grew up in the Bronx. The school I go to is called Democracy Prep High School and I do speech and debate. As far as my interests go, I like to be creative whenever I'm doing something and I always like a challenge. When it comes to math, a challenge is definitely something I'm going to be encountered with, which is why I love it so much. And with animation, I get to go all out with creativity. Currently, I animate on Roblox Studios, just making little game/team covers. Still trying to learn how to make them alive and move smoothly, but for now, I'm just making photos. So yes, before I even know about Tap, I was already indulging in some animation. And here below, some things that I made, some animations. On the bottom left, we have a drawing I made, which is what we use for our GIF. Next. Here we go into how I found out and got into the animation program. These are two of my close friends, Michael and Sadiq. They are usually the ones going out to find different programs to get into, and they recommended me this one because I could stay home instead of going out every day. And once I heard that, I was already in. When I was signing up, I realized the program was about animation. And I was like, oh wow, like what a coincidence because I like doing animation. So I viewed TAP also as a way to improve my skills, as I would say that I needed because I wasn't doing so well by just animating instead of actually getting taught. When we first got started into the idea of how we wanted the animation to look, we grabbed onto a type of apocalyptic setting because of when we had seen Brooks' previous work. I like how the setting looked, and then we decided we should incorporate the idea into our GIF. Once we did that, we had to make a story for our character. He was an old African American man who was living in his very old cabin, just being lazy, eating, and watching TV every day. He is currently retired from the company he had been the owner of, in which they had made robotic party parts. But someone had turned his idea into evil and started making people into robots, which he didn't like at all. The world around him was advancing so much while he was just at home chilling. One day, a half-robotic dog that he seems to know comes to his door, and this dog convinces him that there needs to be something he can do to change what's currently happening. That's just a very brief idea of what happens in our story. And after we finish that, we jump into our character, how old he is, what his face looks like, his body, his name, and all that stuff. Next. When it came to self-care, it was just like so greatly put together. It was just like I felt so comfortable when I came into the meeting. Like in the first 10 minutes past, we'd always get something to do to get our minds jogging, like using Wordle, which is where to find a specific word, and sometimes questions just to like get acquainted with each other. We even meditated sometimes as a group so that we can feel at ease. And and all the time, sometime at 2 o'clock, we'd have a few minutes break so that we could grab a snack or just do whatever we had to do. And that concludes my presentation. I just want to take this time to thank everyone for listening and thankful for all of Orange Group for gathering and all the great ideas to make what we now call Richard, and the story that goes behind him. And thankful for just the program in general for the great opportunity to be able to work with these people and be able to indulge in something that I greatly admire. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Andres. That was a beautiful presentation and so incredible to see your artwork outside of group, and glad that you got to follow and deepen that passion in animation and work with the team to create a GIF, which we are going to watch right now. Here is the Orange team's completed GIF.
Oh, wow, that looks amazing. I love the 2D background mixed with like the 3D character, and like the cliffhanger ending and the story sounded so cool. Really great job, Orange team, and a really amazing presentation, Andres and Rumaisa. Really great work. Andres, you taught me that you could animate in Roblox. I never knew that before, so definitely learned a lot. Thank you. Okay, so now we have Kieran, who is here with us from the Green Team to share his experience working on their animated GIF. Welcome, Kieran.
Thank you, Sahara. And so my experience with the Green Team has been like outstanding, to say the least. I literally got to dive in deeper to the animation pipeline as I was getting ready to start my animation career in college. And because if I want to be a 3D animation and visual effects major, I got to learn all that stuff now. So I took what I knew to the table and actually helped Green Team with their GIF as well. Not only did I help Green Team with their GIF, but we also learned about career pathways. And in my cover letter, I actually took a bit of a unique turn. I actually tried to pitch a film in my cover letter that I would have done. But on the production front, I actually gave some of the production concept art for Phony, an anthropomorphic smartphone who helps his best friend, Princess Sapphire, protect their kingdom of Digitopia, where the villains are none other than the artificial intelligence bots, which reflect the AI in real life. So without further ado, who wants to see the GIF? All right, let's take it away. Oh, wait, you didn't think that was the end of the story, did you?
I did for a
There's
second.
actually a part 2 to this GIF, and I actually created this to give a part 2. Because I was so deeply invested in the idea emotionally, I really wanted to continue the story where Phony, at first in the first GIF, was nervous about flying. Sapphire helped him. Let's see what happens to Phony now that he's confident. Whoa, look at him go. How did everyone like Phony's rise to power?
I loved it.
Thank you. This GIF was a pleasure to do this. It's really going to help me support my dreams that I head to Hollywood and actually do it and be an animator at none other than the Walt Disney Company.
Round of applause for that. Amazing, Kieran. You're so talented. I can't wait to see all the films you're gonna make, all the projects you're gonna make.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was amazing. I also love like the colors. It was very, very cool. Great job. Okay,
Thank you, Sahar, and thank you everyone for letting me tell you the story.
Of course, thank you for sharing it, and thank you for being so engaged and amazing throughout this program. So let's give a clap for the Green Team's gift.
Thank you, Green Team. Thank you, Christina, and thank you, Cora.
Okay.
Yes. Congratulations, Green Team. Kieran, your sequel took everything to the next level, quite literally, as Phony was flying to the sky. I felt that elevation throughout the whole program. So thank you, thank you, thank you. It was beautiful. And we are next going to welcome our creative arts therapist, Aurelian Vasquez, who will be representing the blue team today. Welcome, Ara.
Ooh, I'm nervous. Hi. Hello, everyone. I'm so happy and so honored to be able to present for the blue team. My name is Aurelian Vasquez, aka Ara. I'm the creative arts therapist. I am a creative arts therapist in progress. I'm currently studying, but I am so grateful for having this opportunity to just be with people and practice my work. Anyway, into our animation and our group in general, I wanted to start by describing just some of the experiences that stand out to me about the blue group. I feel like every every single session we join in, they just made their own playlist, and there's this amazing selection of songs that is just the vibe all the time. And I actually got very inspired by all the song selections that they chose, and chose them for myself. So thank you, Blue Team. And then we also had a riddle master, a few riddle masters, a department of riddlers that came in and did riddles every single day to get us started and warmed up for our creative juices to flow. So yeah, that's kind of like part of the experience of what we did games and all that stuff, and I just wanted to share that because it was a very important aspect of our way of nurturing the space and getting to know each other. So I'm gonna tell you guys about Kiyoshi and Kabuki. These are our characters. One is a ninja, the other is a very, very no nonsense kind of guy, monkey. So basically, Kiyoshi and Kabuki work in a like in a ninja agency company that goes on missions to support to help out the community. And they were assigned to work together on this mission for the first time. And there were a little bit of bumps around the road of them getting there because they don't really connect on the way they work. The ninja is more flexible and he's like a little more easygoing. The monkey is more like, no, we have to do this like this, and it's like this, period. So yeah, they were in one moment, they had an argument where the monkey was having some allergies. The ninja wanted to help him out with a little special potion, but the monkey was like, no, you're not gonna help me, we're gonna go. And then they went their separate ways and went to do the mission on their own. And what we're going to show in our GIF is actually when the monkey gets captured by our evil sorceress and the sunflower boys that just emerge from the power of this golden banana. They were actually assigned to get the golden banana and retrieve it because the sunflowers were just like destroying the forest. So at one point, Kiyoshi saw that Kabuki was captured and completely did an amazing action sequence to slice their petals off and got and retrieved Kabuki out of our character Drusilla, which is her name, our evil sorceress. And after that, they were able to work together for the rest of their days, and they were partners forever and looked into the sunset of their beautiful city, which is our second gift. So yeah, without further ado, I just want to acknowledge the participants were just full of creativity and full of curiosity. And I'm just so grateful to be part of the space where where I could hold everyone however they came. And we made space for any kind of ways of feeling in the moment. And Shane, thank you so much. You were a great partner. Great at doing this animation. And without further ado, let's just look at it. Woohoo, Blue Team!
So amazing. I love the action sequence, really cool shots, really great story as well. I love that we see them come together and hug, looking at the sunset. That's so cute. Yeah, let's give a round of applause for Blue Team. And thank you, Ara, for presenting it. That was amazing. Really great job. Yeah, congratulations. These gifts are so beautiful. I hope all of you are extremely proud. Okay, so that was our last gift, our last team. So thank you to all of our participant representatives for sharing your experiences. And a big shout out to the TAP animators who brought each group's idea to life. All of these gifts were amazing, beautiful, spectacular, wonderful. Great work, everybody. You should all be really, really proud.
Absolutely. Incredible work, everyone. I love the unique styles, techniques, forms of animation that we got to witness, reminding us just how vast and how much creativity comes in this field in animation. So much beautiful self-expression. I love it. Thank you again. And although our summer program is coming to a close, your unique, creative, and professional journeys do not end here. Before we close today, we are excited to share a message from TAP's former creative director and professional freelance animator, Nelson Diaz, offering some words of advice about how you might take what you've learned this summer and carry it into the next steps of your journey. Let's watch.
Hello, I'm Nelson Diaz, formerly the creative director at the Animation Project. I'm also a character designer and animator, but first, before I start this little speech, it's not going to be that long. I don't want to keep all of you here. I want you guys to celebrate and congratulate each other. I want to congratulate everyone here for all the hard work you've done. It's no easy feat working on a collaborative project, and you guys have done it. The work is incredible. It's really lovely. And you might be asking yourself, what do we do with this work now that we've made it, now that we've all come through the summer and we've got this fantastic GIF or GIFs, all this content, all this artwork to share? What do we do with it? And I'm going to sort of get into that a little bit and talk about how I did that. And maybe it'll help you guys, I hope. So we can go to the next slide. What we're about to talk about, what I wanted to talk to you about, which is GIFs. You guys just came out of this incredible program and you're coming out with all this incredible artwork. These are some of the GIFs I've made in the past. And while I was at Nickelodeon a number of years ago, sometimes we'd have downtime. And what would I do during my downtime? I love animation so much that I would just make little GIF animations for fun. And I would do a bunch of different ones just like this. And slowly over time, I would just post them on the internet with some friends. One of my good friends who works at Giphy right now, at Giphy.com, Jason Clark, he sort of egged me on to start making GIFs, and I put them on Giphy, I put them on Tumblr, and they started taking off. And eventually what started happening was I started getting freelance work just from posting these GIFs. These GIFs were not asked. It wasn't a creative brief. Nobody asked me to make these. These were just for fun. The GIFs that you made that came out of the summer program that can go on Giphy, that can go on TAP's Giphy channel, as well as your own site, you can take these and show everybody the group work you've worked on, the teamwork that you were a part of to make that GIF, and spread the word of what you're able to do with your skills, with your talent, what you learned at TAP over the summer. So we go to the next slide. You might be wondering, what kind of work did this lead to? So I started getting work through Giphy for the Tony Awards. So I made this for the Tony Awards, and this was a freelance job. I couldn't believe that I was being asked by the Tony Awards to make a little GIF, really simple, for their Twitter page, for their social media channels. And this is just one way, you never know what the work you're putting out there is going to do, what the consequences are. And the consequences are, it can lead to a lot of fun freelance that you would never expect. Next slide. I was a character animator who worked at Nickelodeon, and I never expected to do work for a place like McDonald's for the social media channels. And what was fun about all these projects, I should also add, is that a lot of times they were very open-ended. They would ask me what I wanted to design, what I wanted to draw. So these GIFs here are really silly. They did not ask for any of this silliness. I just added it. I assumed when they saw the GIFs, my GIFs, and they were like, hey, we love your artwork, they contacted me to sort of add my own take to this. And this is what came out of it. And I got paid to do this. This was sort of the dream, right? Is getting paid because someone is like, hey, we love what you did, what we saw on your site, that marker drawing, that sketch you did, that illustration, that stop motion animation, those GIFs that came out of the TAP summer program. We want you to do something like that. And here's some money to do that. Here's what we're hoping you could make. And then they give you their creative brief, but it's really about what you brought to the table, what you showed. Next GIF, next slide. Haha, Freudian slip. This is another one I made. This was just for Valentine's Day. Giphy themselves wanted to make they had a bunch of artists make Valentine's Day GIFs. And again, carte blanche to sort of do what I want. So I was like, what should I do? How about two slugs, kissing? And here's the other thing about all the gifts that you guys have done in the program. All the styles are different, right? All of the different groups, the blue team, the red team, all of these styles are completely different. And that's incredible. If you go on Giphy, if you go on Instagram or TikTok or Facebook Reels or Instagram Reels, you will see that there is so much art out there and there is an audience for every single kind of style. So what I want to leave you with after showing you all these different gifts that I've done and how it led to some of this work is, next slide. Oh, sorry, I forgot about this. This was really cool. This was an insurance company that wanted me to do some character design. And this came out of the gifts again. Wasn't expecting to do this. A friend recommended me. That's something I will say is all the people that were in your group, keep an eye out. Don't forget to reach out to them in the future and say, hey, what's up? I loved your work. I loved working with you. You never know what that will lead to and what that friendship will lead to. I had a friend who recommended me for this, and we got to do these fun little GIF animations. And this is one of the best paying jobs I ever got. Really fun. They also wanted to do like an X-Men style team. And we did this together, and this was just because a buddy of mine recommended me. So you never know. Everyone who's here today, remember to talk to each other and keep each other in mind. And then if we go to this last and final slide, the final thing I will leave you with, and where I was leaving with all of this, is when you're making stuff, whether it's in this group or another group or something you're working on your own, share your work. Share it often, share it everywhere on lots of different platforms, and let people know what you worked on. If it's a group effort like these gifts, tell them you worked on the storyboards. Did you work on the coloring? What about the lighting? All of these things matter and can lead to so many potential jobs or career paths. You will be so surprised when you put your work out there. And it is a scary thing to share your work, but it is almost always worth it because there's almost always someone who can see or feel inspired by your point of view. So that's the last thing I just want to tell you is congratulations. These gifts are all incredible. Everyone here has done such incredible work, including the animators and the creative arts therapists. So please give yourself a round of applause and remember to share your work, share it often. And I can't wait to see it on the internet.
Okay, thank you, Nelson, for that amazing video. So now, in the spirit of Nelson's words, we'd like to show you how you can share your gifts with the world. Many TAP participants have created their own channels on Giphy.com, and their work has been viewed and used by millions. You can see here TAP alumnus Yaritza's Giphy channel has received over 305 million views. Here's how you can get started. After this event, you will receive an email containing your group's GIF files. Visit the link in the chat to follow step-by-step instructions on how to showcase your group's GIF on Giphy.com. Plus some GIF creation resources so you can continue to create new GIFs for your channel. So that link was posted in the chat.
And I can't believe it, but it's about that time, everyone. Thank you all for spending your summer with TAP. Your feedback is so very important to us. Please take time to complete our post-program survey. We'll post that link in the chat. In addition to requesting you to do that survey, we hope that you all stay connected and join the TAP program this fall. We will be sending out an email to all of our summer participants with more information, but you can also sign up for our mailing list at the bottom of our website and follow us on social media.
So all of the social links are posted in the chat. And well, Kristen, how should we close out our final session of this year's summer program?
So crazy to think this is going to be our last closing. But today, we'd like to know What are you taking away from your experience in TAP summer program? And if you're joining us today as a guest, let us know what you're taking away from today's celebration. Just like before, you can use the link in the chat to submit your response, and we'll watch your responses come to life in a word cloud on the screen.
We got some already.
What are you seeing in the space, Sahara?
Probably inspiration, which I agree with 100%. I'm feeling really inspired by all the participants that spoke, hearing about how much they enjoyed the program, how much they learned, and even when they talked about struggles that they were dealing with during the program, it was really great to hear from them and hear how much they cared about coming to the space, being creative, and I feel really inspired for anything else that I'm gonna do in a collaborative setting. So you all have really inspired me, and you all should be very proud of yourselves.
Absolutely. Speaking for myself, definitely taking like authenticity and bravery from today and just from all the presentations. It takes so much to put yourself out there to work as a team in a Zoom space over the summer and create such incredible work. Some other things that people are taking away either from today's presentation or the summer program is animation drive, a sense of community, mindfulness, creative vision. We have friendships,
Accomplishment.
artistry. Oh, go ahead, Sahara.
I was just gonna say accomplishment. I feel very accomplished. Like we did it. We did great work. It's over. Kind of feeling relieved and accomplished.
Yeah, I love that people are taking connections. People are going to take some rest and some awe. Skills learned, friendships, happiness, and patience.
Yeah. Patience, very important.
Looks like some more are coming in this moment. Kindness will be going with you. Respect, a feeling of being thankful. I love that word community. It's grown at the center of our work cloud because much like Wilson said, much like many of you shared, this is a community. TAP is a community. You all are a community. You live in communities and you have so much to gain from each other.
Yeah, we all have made friendships, connections. Even some of you were friends before the program and you told your friends about the program and they joined as well. So it's great that we're creating a community that's looking out for each other, telling each other about opportunities. That's really, really amazing.
Absolutely. We still have time for anyone else to put anything that they're taking away from today or the program as a whole.
Someone said, oh, somebody said I love Blue Team. So shout out Blue Team.
Amazing.
Okay.
Woo, Blue Team Forever from Shane. Yes.
Okay, well, congratulations to everyone on your completion of the TAP summer program. Thanks again to the family, friends, and partners who showed up today to join us in celebrating. And we hope to see you all again soon.
And I
So,
see in the chat that Natasha has invited all of our hosts and panelists to come on camera for this final congratulations. So let's see. Hello, everybody. Yes, this is a huge congratulations to all of you. Thank you for being here this summer and being a part of today.
Congratulations, everyone.
Okay, so I think it's time for goodbye, right?
Yep. That's it.
Okay. Goodbye, everybody.
Have a
Bye.
Thank you guys. Hope to come back for a second season.
in the fall.
Goodbye.